This is obviously highly anticipated and it's crucial. It's kind of make or break moment for Meghan and Harry in terms of their deal with Netflix. This is seen as the last big project with Netflix, and it needs to be a success for all parties involved. For Meghan, she spent the last year building this new brand, originally American Riviera Orchard, now as ever Meghan. And she's been building up to this moment to try and show the world who she really is. So we're going to get a glimpse into Meghan behind the scenes at home, although not at her own home. But this is really her chance to rebrand and to show what she wants the world to see and the kind of person she wants to be, this lifestyle guru, effectively. She's been compared to Martha Stewart, to Gwyneth Paltrow, for example. So it's also really important for Netflix. They've invested a huge amount of money in Harry and Meghan. And yes, the big one, Harry and Meghan, was a huge success, but the other projects made less of an impact. So this one really does need to make headlines and ripples. And of course, they've also gone into partnership with Meghan in business. So they're going to be selling the merchandise that we see on screen in With Love, Meghan, in some malls in the United States and potentially elsewhere as well, this immersive shopping experience. So a big deal for Netflix, a big deal for Meghan. But also, I think this is important for the royal family as well, because it is in their interest for this to work. Harry and Meghan have been trying to work out who they are, how they build their own lives independently, financially speaking, how they manage to support themselves and who they really are. If Meghan can make a go of this lifestyle programming, cooking, gardening, entertaining friends, and that's a lot more comfortable territory for the royal family than them having to make a living from talking about just how miserable they were within palace walls. I've seen a lot of people raising eyebrows about Meghan, the feminist and campaigner for young women and young girls having equal rights, falling into this kind of trad wife role in this series. But actually, I don't think she's doing that. You can be a feminist and like cooking as well. But actually, this is a return to her roots. The TIG was the blog that she set up before she met Harry, where she shared her love of cooking, of fine wines, of entertaining, of fashion. She closed it down when her relationship with Harry became public. She said in her video that she published on her Instagram recently that she hadn't been able to share all the things she loved with the public over recent years until now. I mean, she's had 5 years out of the royal family, so I might suggest she's had a bit longer to do that. But she said she couldn't share those things with the public until now. And we're going to see her, according to her friends, we're going to see the Meghan that they know and love. I think that remains to be seen. Whatever Meghan does, it does attract attention, not all of it positive attention, but people are talking about Meghan. People are talking about Netflix. People will be tuning in on Tuesday to watch this series and just see what life is like for Harry and Meghan in Montecito. We've definitely had a shift in strategy from the Sussexes. Originally, they were together, Harry and Meghan, working in partnership and joint projects. That hasn't always worked out as it should. And now I think they're focusing on their individual strengths and interests. So Harry really putting his focus on the philanthropy, on the work that he does through Invictus Games, for example, and Meghan back on screen, hosting her own TV show and doing the things that she says she loves: cooking, gardening, hosting, entertaining, flower arranging, for example. And that's not Harry's bag. Jam is her jam, as she tells us. And it gives her a chance to show who she is, Meghan, not just the Duchess of Sussex. And that's what she wants to show. Also, financially, they need this. The Vanity Fair profile recently suggested that Harry was pretty happy for Meghan to go out there and make the money and earn a living for them while he carried on doing his charitable work. They have very high living costs in Montecito. Their security costs are pretty significant in that they've got to earn a living somehow. Meghan's trying to find her way, and this is what she thinks people want to see.